one of the previous videos I talked to you about finding ways to become present. Some of the little hints with that to help you stay present were to follow the bouncing ball of the horse's responses, always having curiosity as far as why they're choosing what they're choosing to do. One of the other techniques that is really helpful in learning to become present is breathing deeply, and breathing not just down into your chest but all the way down to your belly, thinking of really opening up your diaphragm and pulling the air right down into the bottom of your belly, I guess. That really gives a good sense of body awareness. And your own body awareness from that is actually another little trick that's helpful to stay present. So all of that stuff needs to kind of be there as the baseline that you add training techniques into. If you don't have that, then what you'll find is that the way that you go about cues, the ways that you respond to cues, you'll tend to respond to them kind of unconsciously. They'll bring up emotions within you and you won't recognize it, and your cues will have anger attached to them. They'll have frustration attached to them. They'll have irritation attached to them. They'll have impatience attached to them. And those are the things that they'll have attached to them, but they also won't have connection in there. And so I guess my video today is about the importance of finding that place of connection and then adding meaning through your training, because you practice being in that state. And for a while you need to recognize that you'll come in and out of that. You'll find ways, you'll breathe, you'll feel connected within your body, and you'll start doing some training, and then all of a sudden you'll find a thought will come in and off you go, like a dog after a scent. And often those thoughts are negative that come into play. A lot of the time they have to do with wondering what other people's judgments are about the kind of work you're doing, especially if you do some of the work that we do with Clever Riding. It can be different, and people who don't understand it have a hard time really seeing what's going on. So becoming aware that you do need to constantly draw your focus back to the present through breath, through watching your horse's observed responses, through feeling sensations that you'll find in your own body, and just having that general curiosity and allowing, the sense of allowing that you're doing a session with your horse and you're allowing their responses and basically finding your way through. So I guess I just want to encourage you today that this isn't an event where you find your way to total presence with your horse and now you've got it. It's something that you'll often come in and out of. And the more that you don't judge yourself as negative when you do find yourself out of it and into the thinking parts of training, overthinking and judging and being emotional and acting out of that, understanding that it's a flow and it's a process, and the less that you resist any of it and the more that you just keep pulling your attention back where you do want it and your presence back, you'll find it'll become more and more, and the relationship with your horse will change. It will change, and the way that you feel to your horse will change. So hang in there, guys. If you're not always feeling it, just know that that's part of the process and it's part of the beauty of it all.